Hey, this is Tara, and this is episode number 5 in a day in the GoGlobal life. So I have just completed my first week. If you want to see the other episodes, you can go. There's a link down in the description, a link to the playlist. And I've been getting some good feedback so far. What I've been hearing from people is, oh, Tara, you're being more active on social media. And I'll tell you, I'm challenging myself to become more visible. And actually, this is why, because and why I started this series is that my Go Global partner Esra Talu and I have so many conversations. We have conversations with investors, we have conversations with tech startups, we have conversations with accelerator programs, we have conversations with banks, we have conversations with other kinds of strategic partners, big corporates. So we're having all of these conversations with these different players in the ecosystem, these different stakeholders. And I realized all the things that I was learning, all the connections that I was making, the conversations that Esra and I have after we talk with these stakeholders. And I realized it was all staying with me. So I felt like if I share the things that I'm learning, then maybe it can help you. If you are a tech startup and you want to know, how do you get your first meeting with a VC? How do you get your first meeting with an investor? What do you say? What do they want to hear? What is the thing that sends an investor in the absolute opposite direction? We've had hundreds of meetings with our startups and our investors, and we know what they're looking for, we know where the red flags are, we know what turns them off, and we know what turns them on. So I wanted to share the things that we're learning, the connections that we're making, the takeaways that we're getting in these conversations, so that it can help you get funding for your startup if you're an investor, to help you find higher quality startups. If you're investing globally or you want to go globally, what is it that you need to think about? What's the story that you need to tell? How do you need to present yourself to make a very compelling investment opportunity? So this is why I'm being more visible. It's not for myself, quite frankly. I'm a very comfortable introvert. I'm very happy to sit at home in my cozy home behind my computer. So I realized, Tara, this is not for you. This is for all the others. So this is why I'm doing this series. This is why I'm pushing myself and getting out of my comfort zone, because really I'm excited about the things that I'm learning. And if it can help you, I want to share it with you. So that's a little bit about why I'm doing this series. And so my goal is to share 3 takeaways with you that I get every day from these conversations that we're having at Go Global. But also I do a lot of reading. I listen to a ton of podcasts in many, many different areas. I listen to spiritual podcasts, personal development. I read personal development books. I'm reading about technology. I'm reading about psychology. So I'm also making all these connections and want to bring that in also. So all that being said, here are my 3 takeaways from today. And 2 of them are related to taking action. So I was listening to a podcast with Kathy Heller, and she has a podcast called Quit Your Day Job. Or don't keep your day job. That's the name of her podcast. And she was talking, and she was saying, action brings clarity. And so I see this a lot. I see this a lot with my coaching clients. I see this a lot with our tech startups. I see this, that just taking a step, just getting into action, just making a move, even if it's teeny tiny, you will get data. You will get feedback from that. You will get more clarity. What do I need to put in my pitch? What do I need to say to this investor? How do I need to adjust my revenue model? Take action, make a change, see what happens, get the data. So action brings clarity. This is the first takeaway. And then it reminded me of another video that I was watching with Rachel Hollis, and she said action also brings friction. So to get growth, you take action, and with that action comes friction, And a lot of times that friction brings discomfort. It brings discomfort. So this is actually why I wanted to get my coaching certification when I was working as a business coach. Well, to enhance what I was doing as a business coach, to get certified, because I realized, when people went to do the things that they wanted to do, to build the business they wanted to build, to approach investors to get the funding, they were taking action and they were getting criticism, they were getting critical feedback. They had to build a team. They had to make a sales offer. They had to ask for sponsorship. So the action brings friction, it brings discomfort, but this is also where the growth is. So action brings clarity, but it also brings friction. But this is how you grow a business, especially if you want to grow a global tech startup. So the third takeaway is to be purpose-driven. And again, this is going back to Kathy Heller, but she was talking about what people really want is not happiness, but fulfillment. And actually another mentor of mine says this too, that the purpose of life is not happiness, but fulfillment. And in building a business, so, I'm talking to tech startups right now, that how does the business you're building improve the lives of others? How does it get them something they want? How does it make them healthier? How does it make them wealthier? How does it make them better educated? How does it get them from point A to point B better? So by you doing the work of building this tech startup, you are improving the lives of other people in a way that uses technology. So for me, why I focus on technology, many reasons, but one in particular is that when built a certain way, it can make a solution very scalable. So it's something that you can implement into people's lives in a very easy way. And so if your purpose, if you are a biotech engineer and you know that implementing this principle in this technology is going to make people live better, or it's going to make the environment better, and you use technology, and by doing this, you are fulfilling a purpose in your life by applying your skills and your talent and your knowledge and improving the lives of others. So action brings clarity, it also brings friction, and be purpose-driven in the things that you're building. So these are my top 3 takeaways from today. And I hope they were helpful to you. If they were helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Please leave me a note in the comments what you got out of it, what you learned from it. Please share it with someone else for whom it can be useful. Subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when the next video comes out. And I'd like to hear from you. What is it that you're building? What sector are you in? What is the change that you hope your tech startup can bring to the lives of others? And then also share with me, what challenges are you having? Where are you struggling? If you're in a fundraising round, or you need to go do fundraising, what's the biggest thing that's stopping you? What's the biggest hurdle that you're facing? What is it that Esther and I can bring to you through GoGlobal in these videos, on Instagram Live? What information can we share with you that's going to be helpful so that you can build your tech startup, take it global, get the funding that you need, and make a difference in the lives of the people you're building this business for? So share that with me in the comments, and I would love to hear from you, love to engage with you. And with that, I'm signing off for this week. I will come back on Monday with my next set of 3 takeaways about a day in the GoGlobal life. What else can I share with you? I'd love to connect with you. I'll leave my links down in the description below. With that, I'm signing off for this week, and I'll see you next time.